time started 11. Nagiging boy na rin at the same time. Ako mahawak ng susi, buksan, sara.
Doon kayo natutulog mismo.
Yes. Kaya all around, sabi ko. During that time, I'm sleeping in the cardboard. On the top of the counters. Supermarket, may mga counter before. So, sa Pinoy, dami-dami karton eh. And because of the supermarket, yung entrance, ang daming mga pumapasok ng mga buyers, doon kami naglagay ng maliit ng operation ng Betamax. So, I have close to 400 machines. Deprecation machines.
Pirate! Hindi kayo na-raid?
Na-raid ako eh. During that days in Pampanga,
Okay.
ubos lahat yan. So sabi ko, nakakasawa to, it's about time, give up. And I knew cable industry will
boom. So you are the Dennis Uy of Pampanga,
Yeah.
not the Dennis Uy of Davao.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that problem? Nangyari na po ba?
Oo, many times.
Ang ka-meeting nyo, kala.
Many times. Iba na yung vision niya. Eh, sabi ko nga, me is different. I want to make sure the legacy you cannot put on just money. Legacy and credibility and track records. This is we left behind and people we judge. That's so important to me. Not just money.
Mula sa pagiging maintenance boy, inakyat ni Dennis Anthony Uy ang hagdan ng tagumpay at naging isang bilyonaryo. It was no easy climb for the IT genius, who in his younger years considered a single meal as a remarkable blessing. But Dennis survived all the odds and is now touted as a business heavyweight who has set his eyes on expanding the digital infrastructure not just in the Philippines but across the region. Kilalanin natin ang tinitingalang founder at CEO ng nangungunang fiber internet provider dito sa Pilipinas, ang Converge ICT Solutions. Dito lamang sa pagbubukas ng Usapang Bilyonaryo Season 2. Your family moved from Fujian, China. At what age were you when you first set foot sa Pilipinas?
When I moved in the Philippines, that's 1978. I was 11 years old. And I think I still grade 5. I still remember. Yeah.
Kamusta po ang paglipat mula China dito? Ano yung natatandaan ninyong nararamdaman ninyo? It must have been, you know, a bit of a challenge kasi bagong sitwasyon, bagong bayan.
I think during that time, China is very hardship, no? 1978 is a cultural revolution. So my uncle already in business in Pampanga. So I think what they did is petition us to bring out from the hardship. So just help them to expand all the businesses they have here. So that's the reason. And culture change is totally big different. No? So totally no need, no right. At it's just only Chinese. And then you need
Wala kayong kaibigan.
Totally different. Totally wala kang kaibigan. Pagdating mo dito, kailangan mo mag-mingle everything. That's why when you came here right away, ginawa ng uncle ko, pinasok ko sa public school to mingle all these kids. So I grew up with Angela City with this worker Nina. I finished my grade school only in 3 years for accreditation. And after that, high school, then college.
Kahit wala kayong naiintindihan sa salita.
Mabilis naman mag-adapt. That's why when went to public school and we put some tutor on it, few months, we learn already. Very quick, Kapampangan. Before Tagalog, Kapampangan first.
So you would consider Kapampangan your first language?
Yes. Easily kasi they all speak Kapampangan. Because in the environment. Yeah.
And then, nagtrabaho kayo agad sa inyong tiyo?
Yes. We need to help the groceries, close the store, opening the store, all jack of all trades. Ano kailangang help? Pagpatay ng langaw, all these things.
Yun yung naalala yung ginagawa. So, diretso galing eskwelahan, punta na kayo sa grocery o mag-aaral muna?
Yes.
Paano?
Diretso sa grocery, may excess time before matulog, yun ang mga studies. So, when kailangan ng mga pinsan, anong kailangan tulong, nagiging boy na rin at the same time. Usually, doon din sila natutulog sa groceries. Ako natutulog sa baba. Ako mahawak ng susi, buksan, sara.
Doon kayo natutulog mismo?
Yes. Kaya all around, sabi ko.
Meron naman sigurong higaan na maayos o paano?
During that time, I'm sleeping in the cardboard on the top of the counters. Supermarket, may mga counter before. So, sa mo, namin karton eh.
Talaga? Mahirap ang buhay.
Hindi naman.
Ganun kasimple lang siguro yung parang bakit ka pa bibili ng kutsyon.
Kasi nandun ka rin magbabantay. Natikman ko rin yung folding bed. So, daytime ginagamit sa groceries. Nighttime, babantay mo yung tindahan. Physically talaga. Hindi pa uso yung CCTV.
So meron bang mga nagtangkang magnanakaw? Ano ba yung natatandaan ninyo nung kayo ay nagtatrabaho sa...
Well, yung tanggang...
Pangalan po nung lugar, Johnny's Supermarket
Yeah,
na ba?
Johnny's Supermarket in Balibago. So, mostly in the exit entry, dapat if you open the door, make sure yung labas-pasok, control mo. May grocery na lumalabas. So, that's the reason they put trust people there.
Even when you were very young?
Yeah.
How old were you?
Well, I started 11, right? So,
11. 11 ang laking responsibilidad.
Pero kasama ko rin mga cousins ko. Yeah. They help each other.
Ano bang natutunan nyo sa inyong, how did you call him, Uncle Johnny?
Well, he's being one of the business leaders in that stage early. And entrepreneurship, how hardship, everything. No? Makikita mo paano siya nagdidegosyo and how he's dealing with the people. And doon mo makukuha yung how you can build up yourself also. Kasi siyempre, idol mo yun eh. Siya napalaki sa'yo, siya napaharang sa'yo. Aside from that, meron din siyang leadership in community. No? Not just only pure business. Tumutulong din siya sa social civic services.
So talagang nakita ninyo yon sa kanya.
Yes.
And maliit pa lang, parang inambisyon nyo na maging negosyante.
Yeah, I think by choice, wala ka naman choice because you need to foresee survival. Once nang pinaaral ka ng uncle mo, then everyday yun ang practices mo. So, ang dream mo before magiging successful businessman ka rin. So, parang nakikita mo, yun ang nakikita mo everyday. So, yung path mo, nakikita doon na rin.
Pero, kasi yung tatay ninyo, parang empleyado ng kapatid niya.
Yes.
Dahil
more-
wala siyang puhunan, why was it na, parang mas nakaangat yung Uncle Johnny ninyo kumpara sa tatay ninyo?
Kasi ang Uncle Johnny ko came here 14 years old din. So, nag-stripe siya, na-develop niya yung negosyo, nag-bakery mo na yan, tapos naging supermarket during the Vietnam Wars. So, na-build up niya. No? Ang uncle ko, ang daddy ko naman is a government employees in China. So, during that time, sino pang parents ayaw makita yung mga anak mo gumanda yung future sa ibang lugar, no?
Yeah.
So, yung eldest brother ko, Jack, siya ang unang lumabas, 1975. 3 years ahead of me. And after that, kami naman.
Nasaan na yung kuya nyo?
Yun ang mayari ng Savers sa Balibago din, supermarket. Meron siyang appliances stores, meron siyang mga hotel businesses, tsaka may mga other businesses.
I remember that time when you were starting, that must have been at the height of the Vietnam War. So many Americans were going to Angeles, no? Angeles was a thriving city. And so your uncle, I guess, capitalized on that economic activity.
I think during that days of my uncle of operation in the supermarket, when he became lumaki na lumaki because of Vietnam War. Pero wala pa ako nun. I think yung mga R&R din ng mga Amerikano doon sa bar, everything, siya nagsusupply lahat yan. They just give them budget and he purchases of mga chicken, whatever import na doon sa Manila, supplying to the Clark base. No? That doon siya nag-umpisa na nag-build ng mga
Kaya
future.
lumaki.
Kaya lumaki.
Yun ba yung dahilan ba't nagbebenta kayo ng Betamax, VHS when you were in high school?
That's the later part na. I think that's almost Yeah. Kasi yun ang mga uso nun eh. Yung mga OFW natin, nagbibiyahe ng Saudi, right? So pag umuwi nila, may mga tapes sila eh, no? So yung mga binibenta doon. And because of the supermarket, yung entrance, ang daming mga pumapasok ng mga buyers, doon kami naglagay ng maliit ng operation ng Betamax.
Sa inyo lang?
Yes. That's called Jack's Video because my brother is Jack. Jack's Video Rental. That's early days, 83. So when I'm in supermarket, mahilig ako sa yung mga magbutingting, no? So meron kaming maintenance division. So I work with my maintenance group. Yan ang hilig ko talaga. Mag-repair ng makina, mag-fix ng refrigerator, and came out with may mga gaming na kasi mga supermarket, yung mga hinuhog na coins.
Tama. May mga games. Oo.
Pati yung board, pinapalitan yung program. That time,
Kaya niyong gawin.
Ginagawa ko na. Kasi during my high school days, lumalabas ako ng 3 to 4 o'clock ng afternoon. Gabi, nag-aaral ako ng electronics. Then, ang dami kong vocational pinasokan. We have computer, programming. Hindi ko sinasayang opportunity.
So, vocational schools,
Yes.
sinuyod nyo yan?
Yeah, and then computer, I start the COBOL, Fax Pro, computer,
Programming.
yeah. Fax Pro.
Yeah.
DOS pa yung base before.
Where did you get the money? May pera kayo?
No, yung mga school lang, uncle ko nagbabayad. So at that time, tuition fees, very cheap. Hindi naman ganun kamahal.
And vocational pa?
Vocational. So, nung medyo nakakita ng repair, nagsa-sideline na ako. Unti-unti. Nagre-repair ako Betamax. May shop ako.
Magdadala doon ng mga sirang...
Yes. So, ako nagre-repair. Even yung TV before, rewinder. So, nakikita ko, aside from rental of tapes, may kasamang services. Pag hindi ko nagagawa, during that time, binabiyahe ko dito sa Green Hills.
Tapos nag-o-observe kayo paano?
Yes.
Kasi Green Hills ang center ng gawaan ng... Wala pang cellphone nun.
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
Betamax, repair center.
Lahat ng appliances.
Mostly yung mga tapes dyan, galing yan.
Yeah, right.
So yung mga source of software, yung mga Atari games, dyan yung center ng mga source.
Vira Mall.
Yes. Every days.
Mga pirated.
Yes. Kaya kilala ako dyan.
So, tinitignan nyo paano nila inaayos or buying trip na rin yon for you?
So, for me, the basic repair, yung mga, kasi yung tape, nadudumi yan eh. So, how you clean yung head mismo drum, nagagawa ko yun. Pag yung mga napapalit na, walang pyesa, naluwas ko na dito. So, pag yung mga simple electronics, ng mga flashing na gumagalaw, pinapalitan ko yung mga capacitor, yung mga basic thing nagagawa ko doon. Hindi ko na binabiyahe. Yung mga level 3, level 4 problem.
And then you made some money, I suppose.
Yeah. During that time, mahal yung mga Betamax, hindi mura. Then, because of this industry, nakita ko sa JBC Pasay Road nung bumisita ako. Kasi yun ang authorized repair center. Doon ko nakita yung daming channel on TV. Ay, nagtataka ako. Yung pala yung cable industry. Andun na yung Cinema Kulay. Andun na yung Sky Cable, yung Metro Manila at that time. So, din-research ko. Sabi ko, in due time.
How old were you?
I think that time is...
Di pa kayo graduate ng college?
Wala pa. High school pa lang ako. I think mga ano pa lang ako doon. Mga 18, 19.
Okay. So, nakita nyo sa isang maintenance service center.
JVC Service Center. Ang daming channel ng TV.
Bakit marami?
Bakit sa probinsya, wala. Sabi ko, pero may mga cartoons, may mga news.
Yeah.
So, nung inalamin ko, yun pala yung cable industry.
Yeah. So that got your interest to put up one in Pampanga.
Yes, but I need to research kung saan yung source, ano yung policy, everything. So that's, I think is...
you were so young.
Before Pinatubo, that's 1990.
1990.
Mga 92.
Pinatubo is 1991.
Oh, yun. Mga before. 93.
93?
Baka 93. Okay, between that year. Early 90s. Nag-research ako. I found out, yung supplier dito, andyan na sa Green Hills, is a retired American na nagsusupply mga satellite discs and system, everything. And sinet up ko yan sa Angeles. And I see that business, we end up video rentals.
you close yung video rentals, nagsara.
No, I said, if at early stage now, I need to prepare the transformation of Betamax space out because this is we end up of business of Betamax.
Right.
So
Right.
you need to
The
prepare
rental,
Yes.
you needed to be one step ahead.
That's right.
Naisip nyo na yun?
Yes. Kasi nakikita ko na ano yung transformation ng technology unti-unti. Paano nag-upgrade yung
Tao.
modern tsaka yung
Technology.
to wipe out other technology.
Right.
So, di ba, nag-CD pa yan,
Yeah.
nag-LD pa yan. Then after that, yung content makikita mo na ngayon sa broadcast distribution, sa network mo. So, yung tao convenient, manood ng movie na lang, hindi na kailangan mag-rent, no?
Parang ang paliwanag nyo, simple lang. Lagi nyong iniisip na ang technology will always change,
Yes.
will always go one step higher.
Yes.
And so you have to anticipate.
Use it, anticipate. And
Otherwise, you will become, you'll die.
yes,
Yeah.
you become a block of ice
Right.
and depends of the speed of the wind. Kung binuhusan mo pa na electric fan, lalo mabilis
Matutunaw ka.
Yeah, so you need to be ready on that. There's a certain, even copper, fiber technology, even anything, there's a certain period of transformation. Imagine before, rental tapes, ngayon, nasa cloud na.
Oo nga.
Oh, so, how many decades? That's
Di ba dati,
3 decades.
magre-rent ka dun sa anong
Viva
store yun?
Homes, marami dyan.
Yes.
5, 10 pesos. And may American pa that time, with every weekends. Yung mga American, nalabas, makare-rent ng tape sa amin. So,
Bakit ba kayo nahilig sa technology, sa pagbutingting ng refrigerator, ng mga appliances?
I think yun is a passion no? Nung nakita ko, meron kang knowledgeable about basic all these things is electrical, no? Yung power, and then after that electronics.
What was the fascination?
Fascination kasi nakikita ko during my time of uncle, no? Yung kailangan niya sa refrigeration. Nakikita ko yung mga tao-tao na marunong mag-repair. Sinasamahan ko sila eh. Then nakakahiligan ko na.
Curious kayo?
Curious.
How does it work?
Yes.
You need to discover.
Yes.
At saka kung nasisira, paano ayusin?
Tama. At the same time, nung nag-uumpisa ako tagalinis na eh. So, nung after that, nag-vocational course ako. Ang dami kong opportunity because yung mga ginagawa ko, nandun na sa uncle ko eh. Yung mga video shops, yung mga gaming, palit ng program, all this ROM writer and upload dun sa isang chipset, sasaksak mo ulit. Yung mga naiipit ng coin pa naghulog, ayusin mo isa-isa yan. So, yun.
Tuwang-tuwa kayo.
Yes. So, hanggang naging everyday na yung task ko. And I want to go to deeper. I need to go to vocational course to learn the logics
Right.
and process.
Right. Oo.
Kilig talaga.
Oo, passion talaga. Spark your curiosity. Pero bata pa kayo, ang dami niyong ginagawa, nag-aaral, nagtatrabaho sa uncle ninyo, nag-aayos ng mga tas nag-vocational, pa, hindi kayo napapagod, hindi kayo nahirapan?
In a sense, everything ginagawa mo, gusto mo, hindi ka napapagod eh. It
So
is-
now you are enjoying what you're doing.
Yes. Anything about technology, especially I can see, I can bring it to here, the Philippines. Importante ma-adapt sa tao. I'm passionate about that. Yeah, when I'm with the cable industry,
Yeah.
I'm the first Filipino attending this called Society Cable Engineer. Every year, hindi ko nami-miss yan to US. No? Kasi they give you the updates. Ano yung trend of technology.
When to think that you are not really, when you think about it, you're a small cable operator.
Very small.
I mean, compared to Sky, compared to Signal.
They are our idol before.
Yeah.
When I'm start on the small city in Angeles.
Yeah, yeah. What was the puhunan?
When I'm sent out my Betamax, I think I got almost close to 3 million pesos that time. Very big already. I have close to 400 machines, replication machines. To produce that
Pirate.
Not early days. Before the
Sabay-sabay nagre-record kayo,
yeah,
no?
that's before the revolution, 86.
Yes.
When Cory Aquino became a Yeah, our president.
which was installed to power? Because at that time, wala
Walang
talagang
regulation.
content dito.
No,
oo.
walang regulation at all
walang, yeah.
during that time.
And no available content
Yes,
also.
yes, yes.
Sa
Yes,
TV man, hindi updated.
No. And when first time became Video Regulatory Board came out,
Ayo, hindi kayo na-raid?
na-rate ako eh. During that days in Pampanga,
Okay.
ubos lahat yan. So sabi ko, nakakasawa to, it's about time, give up. And I knew cable industry will
Will boom.
and
This was sunset na, yung,
Yes, patapos na
yung
siya.
rental.
Yes.
Oo.
Kasi
You got out
convenient.
early.
I got earlier. That's money I sold in these assets. I started my cable.
Your 3 million, you're saying you sold it for 3 million or these were the earnings of the rental?
Combined together.
Combined na. So may 3 million kayong puhunan
Yes.
at the age of?
I think that's 92. Yeah, 92.
So you were only...
92, I think is now is 20.
Sorry.
I think siguro mga 20.
20.
Wala pang almost 20.
Yung 66 kayo eh,
Yeah,
di ba?
Yeah. 23, 24, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So okay, so you had 3 million. Talagang inisip nyo to pang puhunan, wala kayong biniling luho or meron ba kayong biniling kotse?
Yung kotse namin, natandaan ko, tama raw pa that time. Uso-uso mga jeepney ng Saturn yung makina ng owner type ng ganun pa right? So, yung assemble pa right? So, doon naman mga service namin before.
Okay. So, negosyo talaga ang inisip ninyo
In
dito.
fact, I took Pantranco bus during my 3 o'clock class. Kasi that time, wala pa masyadong traffic. That's early 84, 85.
Okay.
Punta ako ng San Fernando, Pantranco, okay, punta ka Dau. Diretso
Puro
Pantranco.
bus.
Dito na bababa sa C5, sa may Araneta.
May C5 na ba nun? Wala pa.
Hindi, Gate 5.
Gate
Gate 5, Gate 5. Pantranco Terminal, tapos
yes,
mag-Gate 5 ako
yes.
pumunta na Green Hills. So, yun
Yun yung rota nyo.
Yeah.
Kasi Green Hills was kumbaga
Yes.
where you get
Tas uwi
your...
ako gabi, kinabukasan pasok na naman ako. So I do 2 to 3 times a week in Green Hills to make sure updated yung title, yung mga dinadala ko repair, yung dinadala ko goods.
Sinasakay nyo lang sa bus?
Yes.
Mag-isa lang kayo, wala
Yes.
kayong
Every
katulong?
day. Sometimes yung mga meron ako nahihina ng classmate ng kakatulong.
Babayaran nyo na lang
Yes,
konti.
bayaran ka na ng konti.
So, magkano ang puhunan sa cable business?
Cable, when you start, is medyo mga 2 to 3 million, pero maliit lang yung scale. In fact, when I start the cable, yung head end ko, ninagay ko sa bahay.
Talaga?
May picture pa kami dyan. Nakapatong sa bubong yung mga dish. So, in-upgrade ko na yung tabi ng garahe. Dinagyan ko ng aircon. Kung saan kami nagre-recording before, doon ko rin dinagay. So, hindi siya commercial place, isa residential.
Were you married already at that time?
No. I got married 96. Yeah.
Okay. So you were starting, hindi naman nagalit ang mga, you were living with your parents at this
Yes.
time? Ang head end nasa bahay.
Nasa bahay talaga.
Oo. Ilang subscribers ang meron kayo nung simula?
Sa cable?
Yes.
You know the cable that time, you can amaze the installation fees. That time, the money is so value. Is 1,000 plus, 1,500. That
Mahal.
Time, mahal, that time.
Pero,
Pero, yung
Marami.
mga high-end subdivision. And we just only start 16 channel, analog pa. And I think that's only about few hundred pesos a month. Meron, may kaya.
so did it become a profitable business right away or was it?
No, text a scale also. When you hit at least 1,000 or 1,005 subscriber, yun na nakikita mo na yung tiering going up.
So how long did it take you?
I think that time take me at least 6 to 7 months to reach that point.
It's not long.
Yes.
You found that long?
Well, it's better if you have more resources. But
If
during
you had
that
more
time,
capital.
Yes. So, iniikot ko lang eh. Anong deposit kinuha mo, you expand. And I'm the one also climbing the pole to lay down the cables.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
And because if you hire people at that time,
Mahal.
you need to spend money, right? So my employee number one, holding my radar during I'm going up the polls, is still with me today.
Really?
Until now, yeah.
Is he here?
No, it's in Pampanga. He's been
Amazing.
worked for me more than 30 years. Name called Jonathan Alberto. So few people stay with me. Yung mga nauna.
Who would have thought? In fact, when stories are repeated about you, and people will ask, what are his beginnings? Cable operator in Angeles, and you became this big. Did you realize at that time that you would become where you are now?
I think going alone with the technology, I follow everything and just stay focused what my passion is and what is the needs of the industry. I grew, honestly, quite fast because of the trend of the technology. Right after the cable days, I saw the analog combination to perforates of the cable signals.
Right.
I went to US, I found out these cable boxes. And I'm the first Filipino introduce encryption signal to the Philippines. Okay?
You beat even the leaders in the industry?
Yes, I sell the product to them.
Oh.
Okay, so with Destiny, with all the operators. I bought these boxes when they migrate to encryption. They have these analog boxes because they need to throw away all this. And they said, that's a scrap.
So you saw the opportunity?
Yes, I took more than 40
Imagine, basura
containers.
na?
Yes. So, but the problem there, you need to put some intervention to suitable use for us. Because the power in US is 110. The power of us is 220.
Right. You
So
have to convert.
you need to convert the transformer. And you need to develop a system to control the boxes. Because that system no more.
Which you designed?
I have some programmer. Because that's why I went to programming school, COBOL, all these things. The first Pacquiao pay-per-view, early days, box ko ginamit lahat dito in the Philippines. All the cable operators mostly
bought
this.
the box
Yeah.
from you.
That's analog days, huh?
Na basura na noon.
Yes.
Because they were shifting to digital in the US.
Yes. But you still can use
Yeah.
because we cannot afford to buy digital box.
Right,
Those
at
cost
that
to
time, yes.
$300, right?
Yeah.
So who consumer can afford to pay
Right.
$300 that time? There is a time of transition.
You know what your edge is? You understand technology when many don't. Many don't know how this thing works.
Yes.
You do.
The important here is you need to keep update. Where's the trend of the technology goes?
So it's not true that this is it's the young that know this. I'm not saying you're old, but I mean, you belong to, hindi naman, baby boomer ka. Yeah, you would be considered baby boomer generation. And usually, di ba yung baby boomer parang pinagtatawanan tangayan sa technology, their kids are, So it's not true that it's only the young people who can understand these things.
Because these young people, they went up the digital age already, right? That's why they have advantage. But if you're talking during my time, we have more conservative type in the middle. But the technology you can see from that time is transformation.
Yeah.
It's from analog to digital.
So you were very observant of the trends. Would you say that's what it is? What was your edge? What made you see the opportunity?
That's why I always attending these trade shows, technology one, and I see towards the direction, but not all the technologies can suitable to us because of affordability issues.
Yeah.
Philippines is third world country. We always behind at least 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
At least you can adjust and adapt, and that's my edge.
That's your edge. And I think you are an owner who knows the technology. May mga owner dyan, I mean, they just rely on their engineers.
Yes.
You know. Umakyat kayo ng mismong poste, kayo ang naggawa ng program to convert these boxes. I mean, that's your edge.
Yes.
I don't think there are owners who know the nitty-gritty of the business like you do.
At the same time, I have a business sense together.
Yeah.
That's the important.
Otherwise,
That's
you
today.
could have been a software engineer or a computer engineer. But the two passions together made you a billionaire.
And I went to computer distribution also. Because
Hardware?
Hardware. During the Green Hills days. Kaya lahat ng mga computer ng mga big stores there, they know me very well. Up to now.
So you imported?
No, I
You
buy
were a
locally.
trader?
But when I see the computer spread all over the Philippines already, the margin doon pababa.
Okay.
So I went to the high-end networks. Like Sun Microsystem, one of the early days using for the high industry used banking, BIR, the government, was distributed by the Mamun families. So 2004, I took over that distribution for the high-end computing.
You bought them?
No, that's given by the principal itself.
I see.
As distributorship.
You were chosen as
Yeah.
the distributor in the Philippines.
Yes.
You approached them.
I think I'm buying from Sun Microsystems Philippines, and they see I have other product already coming
You have
into this.
big volume of sales.
Yeah, I have a technology people, I have hardware people, and I have a system people, and I have software people. So when they give this distribution to you, they make sure you can drive the business. So, and then that's 2004, yeah, I holding the distribution of Sun Microsystem, was bought by Oracle today. Yeah. So a lot of distribution product. I bought a lot, even Rucos, though, the Wi-Fi routers, all this distribution. But distribution margin is small margin, but big volumes, no?
Yeah.
So
It's too much work.
yes. So the reason I want to bring this because I have a principal contact, and I want to bring this technology in the country. So when I see this technology with me, I will pace out the distribution. I went to the operation now. So combined. No?
So you do retail, but the technology, no longer the hardware, right?
Yes, I do the networks.
Right.
So
You make the
infrastructure,
network.
yeah. Using the cable infrastructure network. So cable infrastructure early before it's coax. So
Yes.
96, 97, we need to upgrade to the optics because of the distribution of the signal become better and become cheaper in the future, quality-wise.
Were you one of the first to invest in that? No.
1996, I think I still remember, I invest this fiber from Clark to Angeles City because that time started. I need to link these two areas because you need to put more amplifier to bring the signal up to the end. So fiber point to point, that's the only technology can deliver quality and faster. So
Still only for your cable business.
Yes.
You were just focused on a small market like Angeles.
Angeles and Clark expansion.
Well, yeah.
And after that, because of technology available, from there I grew to expand surrounded Central Luzon already.
To expand
So,
your network.
Yes, so
You acquired a lot of cable
a lot. I think more than 60 cable companies.
from Central Luzon only or up
no,
to
Central Luzon, up to Northern Luzon, up to Southern Luzon. Some few units in Batangas before, yeah.
You were a busy man at that time buying companies.
But you need to link them together to become efficient. Because if you
You need
independent,
the economies of scale
you're right.
also.
Yeah, and only you can bring this because of technology. You can link them together to become central operations, not individual operations.
Right, right.
That's happening to past years when I started linking all these networks.
How come you're able to edge out those that were bigger than you?
This is a technology transformation problem because they still in copper. When I massively transform the network, it's 100% optical network. That's why when we came out with the product, Converge is a pure fiber network.
It's true.
Yes, end to end, from international up to your home. It's all optical. So that is that's totally compete with the existing cable you're
So you're-
talking about.
right.
They're going to transform. There's a legacy issue. So when you transform the legacy, took you a while in capex and many challenges.
So you can be more nimble kasi maliit lang kayo, hindi kayo nationwide.
That time, yeah.
Yeah. So this became, in a way, your edge.
Yes, and focus and agile, how fast. no?
Yeah,
So
You were fast. So capex did not become an issue for you?
it's big issue to
Yeah.
me when we don't have investor.
Right.
I still remember 2016. I have planned already what I'm going to do the entire country with this new technology. But the problem challenge to me is my revenue there is not even $1 billion a year. No? That's
Okay.
average only less than 100 million a month. No?
So you had to do your IPO. You had to seek.
No, first round I did is I need to do some
parang startup. You
parang
angel investor or
contest with the investors. So I send out the master plan, what I'm going to do.
who
And
did you seek out? Sino ang mga linigawan ninyo mag-invest?
So more in the private equities. So I have more than 10 private equities show interest
Okay.
to the direction.
What
I have.
year was this?
This
27?
is 20, ano na to?
16, 17?
2018, 19, naghahanap na ako. 16, I have plan already. In fact, it's still in the YouTube. You can search that Converge Media Launch.
But it still took a while to court investors.
It's not easy
Why?
because
They didn't see your idea, your vision.
this is not a small money, and
Right.
this investor, you have incumbent players so big,
Yeah.
and they're thinking how you can execute.
You're a David,
You-
right?
it's not easy. During that time, the whole market is already
Dominated.
dominated by two.
Right.
So when you come in this, and I very confident because the technology will change the landscape. Because I've been this industry, I know. During that 2016, we are the worst internet provider in Asia
Yeah.
and the most expensive because of the technology is totally lag behind among the countries.
How does it feel when you know that this is a game changer, pero takot ang investors maglagay ng pera, pero you are confident, alam nyo na it will happen.
During
Was
that
it
time-
frustrating?
Yeah, pero slowly, be patient. When I change a area, you can see the trend. So you can see the feeling of the sentiment of the consumer.
So your strategy nung una was go to the markets where wala yung dominance nung dalawa.
Well, kaya na nandyan eh.
Or may pagka-missionary in a way kasi these are areas na hindi served or underserved maybe.
Actually, the whole market that time, unserved, underserved, so big. Because these two big ones focus on the wireless. Ever since. That's why the wireless seem easier. What is wireless? Easy to...
Because also the capex is not that high.
Yeah, because easier to...
Hindi ka maglalay ng kable.
Easier to hack the consumers. But the problem is the technology is totally different. Wireless have limitation in terms of capacity, in terms of density of the population of the subscriber base. So when you have technology change, the business model is changed, people using more video, more streaming. This is become gamings, more sensitivity of the new technology. If you're using the old slow, and this is frustrating to the people. So if due time, you need to totally upgrade. No? So this is good thing when I decided massively. 2019 is all prepared already because I got $220 million from the investor. Massively, and suddenly the pandemic came.
Right.
That's pushed me faster more because everyone need
Yeah.
the right connection. That's totally amazing.
Everybody was stuck in their homes. So it
Yes.
was a blessing for you.
Well, it's a blessing, yes, because the network is ready. If pandemic hit us and the network is not that ready,
Patay ka.
you slow. You cannot build that fast, right? So
Right.
there's a roadmap already in place. So that's why execution is very fast.
How did you convince, is it Warburg,
Yeah.
Warburg Pincus, where they were the major investor?
Yes, we have more than 10, no? Not only one.
Is it but is it the biggest?
Yeah, KKR, all this CBC, all this even Temasek,
Ah.
GIC. So all of this, because I know they just only provide the capital. But aside from capital, what they can contribute to my success. Technology side, I don't depend on them anymore because I know I have capability to run the technology side. In professionalize the company, how you structure my organization to become a public, no? That should be roadmap plan. No? So they bring out like one of the biggest investment they have in Europe. In fact, the CEO came to me and talked to me about what the roadmap. And they also came up from cable company to transform to fiber and
Same route as you.
Yes, yes. So I got okay. This more, and they have enough numbers, and they perform already that in other countries. I chosen them because of that. So they contribute with technology I have, and they have experience.
The know-how.
And we bring it together.
Of Temasek
This is Warburg.
client. Warburg. They had a client in Europe.
They invest to that company also.
Okay, which one?
This is he is the head of the Deutsche Telekom. And Deutsche Telekom in
Germany?
They're one of the biggest. The CEO came to me. And the Deutsche Telekom, they invest a lot to European, the same kind of this model. They buy the small company and put them together in the network.
So you had the same thinking in a way, no?
Yes.
Parang it happened at the exact same time, I suppose, the transition.
Yes. I think in terms of optics fiber, no, Asia is more advanced than Europeans during early days. Because as of today, of the optics transformation, 60% of the world is from Asia.
Oh.
So because of China. Yeah. So this country is Korea. They're more upgraded. Even UK now and some Germany, far flung, they're so conservative. They're just doing now.
Well, because we are big internet users, big social media users. That takes a lot of
Capacity.
capacity.
everything. You're
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
true.
So, okay, so you're saying you're ahead of your of the big 2 plus 3 in terms of subscriber base, in terms of
Well, in terms of infrastructure, I think I'm the biggest in terms of the fiber rollout, in terms of ports, in terms of coverage areas. I'm building over 2 million ports. That's 4 million home pass network.
wow.
And there's no that
Imagine.
company can build that fast.
And yet you were denied to be the third telco. I mean, you lost in that bidding.
Says, I bought a bidding document, but finally I study very well. I went to Korea to meet the Korean Telecom, and we came up with a study. And finally we said, if this not become a fixed and mobile together operation, this business not viable. Okay? Because
What do you mean? Can you explain fixed and mobile combined,
Okay, because you need to build the infrastructure itself.
which is not present? Hindi pa present. What is Digicom? Was that Digitel?
No.
No.
That's
Okay.
that's already old technology.
That's wala na.
The optical,
Obsolete na yun.
because the capacity now is very big, no?
Okay.
Optical. If I'm going to build a fiber to the home,
Okay.
the whole nation, I need to build submarine cable. I need to
Right.
build backbone, everything. No?
Okay.
So everything, digital infrastructure should be in place before you can operate the mobile. Mobile is, you need to capacity to bring it aside to
But
light
you
up.
are doing the fiber.
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
So the mobile will need you eventually.
Yes.
Wow.
In fact, we
They will
are.
come begging.
We are.
Tama ba?
Yes, we are
They will
selling.
be begging.
Well, not begging, but they
They will
build.
have to pay the price.
They build their own also, because both.
Yes, but you're ahead.
Yeah, but some area where they're like not at the size they have, they can build also.
Okay.
Okay.
Why are they not doing that?
They're doing now. They're doing.
But they are behind you.
Yeah, but because of in this field, I tell you, the capex is not joke. It's really high capex. That's why if you can have work the infra core together, tower core together.
So you were describing the necessity of if you are in mobile that to build a network. Pero kanina sabi nyo, or I asked you na, parang naunahan nyo sila because they were focusing just on wireless. You're the big players.
Because the investment in the infrastructure is very investment.
Okay.
I cannot blame them. No, if they have already captured the base, they just want to maximize. The loophole here is, I think, the regulatories. Technology sometimes is faster than our regulatory. And important here is regulatory should be more advanced, or else we suffer to the consumer.
But if they don't understand the technology that they're regulating, that is the problem.
You know, if early days we have this common for the benefit to the consumer, we have 110 million population. And the SIM card claim, both of them, they have 160 million SIM card distributed to consumer.
Right.
Why is it SIM card more than our population? The reason why here is they have double SIM card. Individual users, the area they have strong signal. The other area they don't have strong signal. And the problem is the capex rolling out should be regulated properly in other country. We become a common tower. So if they have common tower, it's spread and you can serve more. And your capex become lower. So now, I think they came up with a common tower. And who is going to remove these things? No, that's another challenge. This is, I'm telling you, the regulator behind the technology, behind the thinking. Backbone infrastructure. This is not small investment. The
Right.
country spread it over 7,000 islands. The whole infrastructure, the backbone in the countries need at least minimum $2.5 billion per operators.
That's what the regulator should be doing.
Yes. Who going to get this cost is from consumer.
Right.
Every time you need to return the investment, consumer to pay.
Yeah.
So if you less capex,
Right.
you can bring down the cost to the consumer because you recover asset easier. So this is the simple logic we need to address, right? So if, again, the regulator can properly align all these things, the country and people
Will
will
benefit.
benefit.
So you're saying, but the way the terms of the bid were, hindi viable si third telco.
Yes. po kayo. So kayo pong ginagamit mo ng cellphone. Browsing. Kaya pang marites.
So you're saying, but the way the terms of the bid were, hindi viable si third telco.
Yes.
So you decided, you did not lose, you dropped it.
I dropped it. Because I went to deeper study with Korean Telecom. And Korean Telecom is the most advanced in the world right now.
Internet penetration is the highest, I think, in Korea.
Almost everyone, every house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of technology application, digital government, everything, they're number one now.
So now, okay, you dropped, you lost interest in that because it wasn't viable, and now you're ahead in terms of the rollout, also reach.
Yes.
Reach. So what is your projection in maybe 5 years? Is it, or by 5 years, parang obsolete na naman ang technology?
No,
Okay.
fiber, I think, it takes a while because fiber just only optics is a light, right? But the technology obsolescence is in the who is going to light the fiber, which is the active components. So this is photonics technology. How many lambda, one light you can generate more than lambda? Today, you have one fiber can times 90. Next, maybe become 500 lights in single fiber. This is the replaceable.
Okay.
But fiber is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hindi, walang obsolescence in the near...
As of this time, wala. Ang copper reached 5 decades. Ang
That's
copper.
why the other players are having a hard time to catch up with you.
Yes, because you still have legacy. And I cannot blame them. Transform the legacy is not easy task. You have a lot of consideration to do.
Okay. And then you have this Surf to Sawa product, which I think you are so excited about. Please explain how you conceptualized this.
I went to understand the behavior of our consumer base. It's so important, you need to understand where's the masses is. Digital access now, not a necessity, it's become rights already individual because of the access to education,
Tama.
access to e-commerce,
Information. Oh.
and all.
Yeah.
And
You
digital
need for
life.
your survival.
Editing and businesses, selling, even love lives.
Yeah.
Huh? They meet some
Love life.
finding the boyfriends and girlfriend on the online, right? So
On Surf to Sawa,
yeah.
mas madadali.
mas madali kasi
Paano?
the Surf-to-Sawa design is we know the Philippines is just a market.
Yeah.
In terms
Tingi-tingi.
tingi-tingi.
Oo.
Because of the income level.
Right.
No? So we need to design a product the customer can adapt. If you force the customer to take it, and they will throw away. And that will not be successful.
Okay.
So we went down to understand how big requirement. You need to create a product they can afford. Affordability is the bigger challenge in our country. Unlike Korea, Hong Kong, everyone can afford because the middle class is almost 80-90%.
So magkano po yan?
This is 200 a week, 700 a month, and unlimited. Walang cap.
Baka mabagal naman.
No, when we start the fiber in Philippines, we start 25 meg. Everyone's so happy already. This high-end, I give away the same price with 200 meg. So differentiators become bigger because the usage now, video getting bigger and bigger.
Bigger.
So,
And a household would have, for this market, that's 75% of the population, right? You said. Ano ang household size? Ilan ang users sa isang household?
So I put the segment of this kind of market, like 25 meg, at 6 gadgets. So 6 gadgets at the same
Kaya.
time. They use at the same time, no problem. So the one playing the gaming, the mommy will watch the YouTube, the kids watch YouTube, and they want to video con at the same time. 25 is okay.
So this is born by your understanding ng Philippine market.
Yes.
Kasi nga yung sinabi nila yung mga some platforms They realized that people shared passwords because, you know,
We understand.
purchasing power is kulang or ninanakaw yung wifi ng kapitbahay
sus-
or they share a wifi subscription.
Sustainability is not there. Okay? So the behavior individual subscriber, someone get a bandwidth from Converge or from the big ones, and they will wire their own. It's entrepreneurship. But
So,
it's
nakaw yon.
yeah, but they want to help other people. Na? So because we don't have that services, they're very creative. But if you can create a product na sinabi ko, can people can accept and happily, that is what I'm doing. If you do this kind of services, sharing password, sharing bandwidth, and over the backup of wires, this is not sustainable. We have a technology can observe address, and we can tilt the bandwidth down, and this is affect all this customer. So you better put in proper perspective for customer have sustainability.
Right. You don't punish them.
Yes.
You give them something na mamahalin, nagugustuhin nila.
In fact, I went to interview, 18 months to study. The platform should be developed in-house. This platform you cannot buy in the market because we are specialized. So you need to understand from acquisition up to the customer care. Acquisition, how you going to loading. This is a paperless. This is purely 100% digital. And customer care, in case of problem, loading, partners, trainings, and now we started ramp up the.
So you have how many na?
We have at least 35,000 as of today, but just only few months massively, and hopefully we will launch this. I think this is attraction is very big. In fact, I visit them a lot. A lot of people still they do not believe. They could not imagine this kind of product. They thought it's a budol scam again. Budol again. That's not skill. They said, what happened? Totoo ba to? You could not imagine they have this kind of product.
Hindi ba meron po ngayon yung 99?
Oo.
One month daw, pero hindi totoo.
Hindi kasi may data cap.
Apa.
Pag may data cap, kasi ang problema sa data cap, pag naka yung video, mabilis kumain ng data.
Apo.
So, pag naubos yun, load ka na naman ang nalulod. Hindi ka tulad ito, unlimited talaga. So, if you come out digitally, properly launch it, I think this is and I feel this is suitable really, really for our marketplace.
You'll make money naman.
Well, you need to do something, not just money, but as long as you can balance your network, right? So you can serve the purpose of the needs. Huwag ka na malugi, I'm happy. You need to extend the
Break
service.
even.
I think
it's
volume
and loyalty of your market,
Yes.
customers.
Yes. And the purpose here is, hindi naman ako just money lang. Because I have passion of technology. And this technology, if I create something, I will make to sure everyone will benefit. Regardless of money. Money is better. And money will come once you have enough volume.
Naging problema po ba na pareho kayo ng pangalan ni Mr. Dennis Uy of who's also, well, in some of his businesses in the same line, right? How do you deal with that problem?
Well, we just...
Problem? Challenge?
It's not
a problem.
You just only need to clarify.
Nangyari na po ba?
Oo, many times.
Ang ka-meeting nyo, akala.
Many times.
Many times.
Yeah, just recently one of the secretary I want to meet. Oh, no, I cannot because it's conflict of interest. I'm sitting the board of Land Bank. Maybe I have a problem. And then the secretary said that, no, this is Dennis from Pampanga. Okay. If Dennis Pampanga, anytime welcome. So, that's happened.
So you are the Dennis Uy of Pampanga,
Yeah,
not the Dennis Uy of Davao.
Yeah.
Pero nagkita na siguro naman kayo.
Yeah.
Magkaibigan naman kayo.
Yeah, makilala kami.
But, okay, I withdraw my question.
Iba lang yung gusto niya, tsaka iba na yung gusto ko. Ganun lang yun.
Okay. Anong gusto nyo?
Iba lang yung vision niya. Sabi ko nga, Me is different. I want to make sure the legacy you cannot bought on just money. Legacy and credibility and track records. This is we left behind and people we judge. That's so important to me. Not just money.
They say you are coming up with something, a product that will mean the death of cable. Can you elaborate? This is a beautiful address to have. Tell us
Thank
more
you.
about it.
So we would like to welcome you to the residences at the Westin Manila Place. This is RLC's first venture actually to premium development. But this time we have a partner, Marriott International, which is very known to be the biggest hotel operator. So we're bringing you a life like hotel living. We're giving residents access to perks from the hotel using their Bonvoy card.
Each resident or each unit owner would have that Bonvoy card.
Yes, so each one gets a 5-year membership to Gold Elite Bonvoy. So that's automatic. You don't have to earn points
already
for
have
it.
that elite card,
Correct.
the
That's 5 years.
highest.
As long as you are the registered unit owner. So you get that 5 years. So that gives you discounts for dining, hotel, check-ins, and then you can use that across the world.
All properties.
All properties of Marriott.
And I do understand that the Westin is also known for wellness.
Correct.
So what advantages are there that residents have?
So Westin has 6 pillars of wellness. So that's eat well, sleep well, play well, work well, move and feel well. So all of those we actually mimic to the resi building, so the residential building. So for example, sleep well. Westin is known for the heavenly bed.
Yes.
So that's a bed being used in the hotel. So-
Residents have the very same bed?
Yes, we have the very same bed. So
Wow.
each unit gets one queen-size bed in their master's bedroom.
And then in terms of amenities, like are there spa services?
So for residential building alone, we have 4 levels of amenities. So the first level will be your business lounges, your function rooms. The second one would be your, we call it like the move area. So there's the studio, the dance studio, there's the gym, the pool, and then the third level will have your game area, gaming. So there's playroom. We have a golf simulator, which is the first golf simulator for residential condominium. And then, of course, we have on the Sky 51, we call it Sky 51, on the roof deck. That's a private dining function room that you can reserve. And then you can bring your own chef, your own caterer.
Only for residents?
Only for residents.
So you mentioned also that residents here have their own access to the hotel.
Hotel, correct. It's like your amenity as well.
Right.
Aside from the 4 levels that we have here in the residential building, your hotel is also like an amenity.
You mentioned that Westin also manages the residences.
Here you have your butler, for example, that you can call and
Yeah.
say, I need this, can you give assistance because I want to order food, for example. And then they'll be the one to coordinate with the hotel.
So in a way, you don't need much household help.
Yes, definitely. Because as mentioned, one of the services of the hotel is housekeeping. So if you need that and you don't have household help, then the hotel service is available for you.
From the time of pre-selling, how much has the price per square meter
has
gone
grown.
up.
Yeah.
Yes.
In 2016, when we launched the project, we sold at 180,000 per square meter. Now it's already at 360,000 per square meter.
And there's still some
Some
units.
very, very few units left.
How about the location? What advantages are there to the homeowner
So
of
since this
living here?
is technically at the center already of Ortigas, everything's very near. So aside from the hotel on the other side, we also have malls, we have schools, churches, institutions. So, and then definitely you're in the middle of the business district. Definitely this is a testament to the hard work of everybody in RLC Residences, giving premium living, premium experience to our homeowners.
They say you are coming up with something, a product that will mean the death of cable. Can you elaborate?
The cable industry all over the world is sunset. No? The same with when I started Betamax. Do you think there's a Betamax now? No. Cable is the same because you have streaming all over. Do you think before you rent the Betamax now in Netflix is on fingertip, you can rent, right?
On demand.
On demand. So
At when you want to watch
Exactly.
whatever it is you want to watch.
yes, this is a technology transform, I'm saying. No? So actually other countries they don't have this anymore. It's the cable industry. They have OTT, they have video on demand, they have IPTV, but not cable industry anymore. It's just only these third world countries they have. But this is almost go away, I tell you, soon.
How about free TV? You still see that there is a market for it.
Free TV is totally different segment, no? Free TV, that's what you call free TV, free. This is a
But
broadcast.
with your surf to sawa, medyo bababa ng TV viewing, I think.
No.
No?
You can hybrid naman eh. If free TV, why free TV go to YouTube? Because there's technology towards platform running that.
Right.
Why free TV go to Facebook? Without internet, you cannot access. Oh, the best is still hybrid. So until the transform become reality, 100% people are using all these things. But you still content development. You still you belong to the content. But this is just only delivery to the consumers. So from traditional terrestrial transmission, digital transmission, or IP transmission. So but in due time, towards to everyone go to IP, believe me. Towards to that.
Yeah.
That's the direction. It's cheapest, is common directions, and I think the volumes towards to that direction.
Okay. Explain what IPTV is.
IPTV is Internet Protocol TV. So this is not, cable is,
Not using bandwidth,
No.
radio bandwidth. I mean,
okay. IPTV,
frequency,
yeah.
sorry.
IPTV is Internet Protocol based. So using Internet to get a box, you have real time or you want stream, the IPTV is
Okay.
content at the back. If you're talking terrestrial, they're using a broadcast frequency. No? So even digital. Digital, from analog to digital, you can have squeeze of digital, few channels, 6 channels. So that's frequency transmission. No? So you need to antenna, digital antenna to receive free to air. You still need a box.
yeah.
And with TV is ready, you just put antenna, it's okay. Right? So in terms of cable, it deliver through a coax line.
Yes.
And you put the wire and drop in the house.
Oh, malapit ng
Yeah. So
maging obsolete.
kasi ngayon internet na lahat,
Correct.
fiber na lahat. In fact, the cost of maintenance is more
Of,
of cables
uh-huh.
because you put power supply amplifier all over. and you can have trouble a lot.
In this case, you said the cable is, the fibers are light.
Fiber is, you go distance up to 40 kilometers without any active components, imagine. The coax run few hundred meters, you need amplifiers. And the more amplifier they have, the more maintenance cost you have. So this is the technology migration already. So you have several...
So you're saying content will now be delivered, this is the wave of the future, via the internet.
Yes,
That will be how people will view
exactly.
entertainment, information, on whatever platform, but via
By internet protocol.
Internet protocol.
Yeah.
That's the future.
That's the future.
So you're the man who sees the future.
Because the technology is there. And this is the reality already. Because you can see your program is already in YouTube and Facebook. Why? That's internet protocol. Because it's a lot of people using that, convenient. The trend now is when I want, I have time. That's time I watch. Unlike before, I need to force, hoy, si Ses, may 2:30 na. I need to wait.
Yeah,
So,
dinidiktahan ka
yeah.
ng oras.
So now it's different because of the technology change.
But behavior has changed then, in other words.
Yes, especially the young viewers. The Gen Z, there's no patience at all, I tell you, because of digital transformation.
Yeah,
They want everything is quick
yeah.
because they grew up with this age.
So how many children do you have?
I have 3.
3. How does it feel na their papa knows more than them about technology? That's usually it's the reverse. It's the kids who are teaching the older ones, about technology. But you, obviously,
I think my daughter is very deep also in technology. She graduated in Columbia. So she make chemical engineering. She went to fintech.
fintech
So
siya.
she's doing a lot of process and applications. So it's totally different. Mine is only infrastructure. Sa kanya naman is more application
A
side.
chip off the block.
Yeah. So the second one is graduated in UPenn. So she worked with McKinsey in New York for consulting, but is in telecom and media. So-
Also in your segment.
Yes, in my segment. Once in a while, he caught in the middle of meeting, he will call me. He will ask me, Dad, this is this. I give advice. So she's doing well because of the experience I have to share with her also. Yeah.
McKinsey, huh?
Yeah.
So they're in very good, they're well placed in
Yeah, and
terms
the
of their...
last one is in Northeastern now, is first year college.
How did you influence them? In a way, they're in the same kind of sphere.
I think it's a tiger mom.
Really?
The mom is very influenced to them,
Not you.
not me. I contribute a bit.
How
but
did
discipline.
Sorry?
Discipline, and the mom is more in that field to grow up with disciplinary the kids. So that's why they mold all the way from that career path to
And they went to
education.
excellent schools.
Yes, they went to the international school to be ready to
Compete.
compete. Yeah.
Compete in the world, in the
Yes.
global arena.
Naawa nga ako minsan sa kanya mga bata, forced to study, dumundugo na nga sa ilong Sige pa rin So, it's not easy.
Wala kayong masabi. You give way to your wife
Yeah,
when it comes to raising the kids.
yes. But I knew the education is so important because this is the future fundamentals of the kids.
Yeah.
So, I supported naman to make sure, as long as they want. Even you give all the support,
Yeah.
and the adoption of the kids cannot be
Yeah.
handled. That's totally big different also.
Paano nyo linigawan ang misis nyo? She sounds like a really tough woman.
Actually, she's worked with IBM Philippines before. She's accountant. So, through common friend. In computer days. Yeah, I think one of the classmates is the boyfriend of my friend in computer.
They
in
set
Green
you
Hills.
up or paano?
The way, yeah, we have meet together in one of the lunch. That's early computer days. It's 90, yeah, 95, 96.
They say she has a higher net worth than you.
I think it's more safe. She handle bigger network than me.
Ah, how can that be?
Because
But you
I
co-founded Converge together, right?
yeah.
So how did that happen?
That her handle more, because my wife know spend a lot. Because she's accountant, so this she know how to control. I don't have control to spendings.
You leave that. That's also her department.
Yeah, yeah.
You're more the visionary. You see the
I'm more
forest.
risk taker. I'm more want to adapt in new technologies. So everything you enter to this, you need to have a lot of burn pots. You need to have a lot of cultivation, and make sure you need to spend for the R&D and experience.
You have to have guts.
Yes.
Courage.
And not only that, willing to burn.
Meron na bang, siguro madami na rin, no? I mean, you know.
Hindi mo maalis yan.
No.
Not,
So may sisihan ba? Kasi
Well,
your wife is an accountant. I mean, you know, you risk this money on this thing that didn't work.
you have a calculated demand. Not when you do some things, especially in technology, burn rate is high. You just do small scale first.
We didn't discuss your father, but I understand he passed away just last year.
Yeah.
So how was he? How was he in raising you?
Actually, my dad he's the guy every time have concern. He always remind me, don't go to behind the lines. Don't make someone create enemy. That's all traditional way. No? He's really a good father and concerned the welfare of the kids he have.
He was your conscience. Konsyensya nyo na sinasabing do things the proper way.
Yes, in fact, he always put in my mind 3 things. Don't ever enter to business in gambling, prostitutions, and funeraries. 3.
Bili ng tatay niyo yun.
Never. Because, and 5-6.
Lending.
Ending. So that's his belief, because when these people need money most and you punish them more, always ask me to, kesa humingi ka, ikaw nagbibigay.
Paano ba kayo nagre-relax? Ano bang ginagawa ninyo?
Well,
What do you... What sila
Watching.
natatawa?
I'm watching a lot of, because of this basketball, no? So nagkaroon ng konting passion. Then sometimes if I have really time, I go out to check where's the network is, where's the network is not deploying properly. So
That's how you relax?
Yeah, that's driving around. Before I go out up to Batangas, Laguna, weekends, driver go with me.
So yun an excuse to go out of town.
Yeah.
Pero actually nag-inspect ng network.
Yes, and if I have time, this pandemic, I just bought a boat to standby in Subic, and I go around with that area. So, ganun lang.
Simple lang ba?
Simple lang.
Ewan ko yung boat, simple bang boat?
Oo. Kasi naghuli ako ng isda sa mga fisherman. Yung hinuhuli nila. At least nakakatulong ako.
Yate ito, yate.
It's only 63-footer. Yeah.
Well, you deserve it.
Yeah.
You're what?
Pero-
In the Forbes list, you're number 20.
Ano lang yun? Number lang yun. Hindi naman totoo yun.
Paano
Hindi ko feel eh. Wala nga sa bulsa ko eh.
Mas feel ni Mrs.
Hindi namin feel.
Anything else on your bucket list? What else do you intend to accomplish in life?
Well, the next is the...
You're still young.
Yeah, I'm thinking I want to help the country to, especially the small, medium enterprise, to be digital transformed, easier to them. So many sectors we need to help to. Banking industry, the rural banks, they cannot afford to spending this huge transformation. So, pawn shops. So we have into the application side and creating something to easy them.
A cashless society,
Yes,
even outside Metro Manila, in a way.
that's happening. Our prepaid is designed for that. From acquisition up to customer care, up to loading, up to payment, it's all seamless, all digital.
So your subscription is more than just an internet provider. It's a lot. It has other services.
Yeah, the says you can see the digital highway you bring to individual Filipino homes. On top of that highway, what services you can bring to the individual Filipinos? So
Right.
many.
Yeah.
Huh?
Parang
Basic.
China, lahat nandun sa isang app.
Yes. Basic
Or-
is the connectivity.
Yeah.
Walang connectivity,
Mhm.
wala tayong pinag-uusapan.
Mhm.
You cannot do anything. On
Okay.
top of that, entertainment,
Mhm.
gamings,
Yeah.
yung sports gamings,
Yeah.
future VR, reality,
Mhm.
concert.
Mhm.
Pag si Sese nagla-live ng broadcast, online, video on demand.
Mhm.
So many things you can put on it.
Payment also.
Payment, because
Pay-
you need to access to
Payment of utilities, payment
everything.
of
Healthcare, education, everything.
so much.
Yeah. So that's why I said the digital access is so important to individual.
So you're not just the network. You want to give other services, provide other services, parang enrich that access.
Yes. You have access on top of the access.
Yeah.
That's value-added service because you have already connected homes.
I understand you're planning to build a Silicon Valley in Pampanga. You want Pampanga to be the tech center of the country.
I graduated in Holinje University, electrical engineer. I travel a lot also, especially in Silicon Valley. I have so many big companies because I've been in IT industry and all these founders, personally, I have connection with them. I checked the whole industry. In Silicon Valley, I will tell you 45 or 50% of the tech workers mostly are Filipinos or Indians.
Workers,
Workers and
not
engineers.
owners, engineers.
Yes, engineers. Even the Cisco, the CTO, Filipino. When I met the Oracle, also Filipinos. So I interviewed them a lot. Why you are here? Why you not helping the country? We don't have opportunity to give to them. That's always these people are saying. Even Singapore. When this nursing, this even the R&D, startup, technology, mostly Filipino are there. I think this is the reason why they are going out. One, opportunity. Two,
Of course, you want to grow your skill, your talent. You want to be exposed to the best of the best.
yes. Two is ecosystem. Ecosystem is from start, graduated, you need to have the attraction of these talented people.
Right.
And you give them a proper guidance from these technology providers. So this is, I'm looking one to put the whole return to my hometown. Because after my IPO, this success already here, I want to bring back to make sure the whole next generations to have built some technology training institute for them and to make sure the dream I have can be given to next generation. That's one. That's the reason why I built this, the biggest data center, 2.2 hectares. The biggest is almost 160 megawatt. And we have to put a satellite hubs and we transfer the corporate center there. That's anchor initially. Then I will bring more the AI companies. We have so many talented animation developers. We have so many talented gaming developers. We have so many talented soundtrack for the movies. All this,
Right.
they are made in Philippines. Put them, give them a place. Give them more technology space and build a community for them. That is the future I'm looking at in Pampanga.
Okay. In Mexico, Pampanga,
Mexico
where
and
you
Pampanga,
grew up,
yeah.
where you honed your skills in a way.
Yes.
Now, you also have forays abroad or in the region. Can you talk about that? How, you're not just looking at the Philippines, but you're looking outside. You're looking global.
I'm investing mostly in adjacent directed to my businesses. I don't go totally beyond my core business because I want to be focused also. The international gateway is so important. Recently, we invested the Bifrost cable. It's the first cable from Indonesia, Singapore, Davao, connected to Guam up to US. This is a almost 15,000 sea cable connected
Wow.
to the Asia Pacific to US. And this is avoid China water because of the trade war happening. And we built another cable from Hong Kong to Singapore to branching to Vietnam, all this regional country, to connect to this cable going to US.
So they will be now your customers.
Yes. So that's why we just set up a Singapore office to cater of these businesses, the international sales.
It will be cheaper for the Singapore user, consumer.
No, mostly, no.
Or
This is a
increase-
gateway increase for the Asia, not just only from
Yeah.
Singapore. Because the usage now, this past 4 years, because of the trade war happening in US and China, no cable built between Asia and US, especially in China water. We have 4 cables stranded right now in the water. So that's why we need to
To move fast.
move fast to get more capacity.
So now you're saying you're increasing access not just to the Philippines, to all of Asia.
Yes.
So this is very vital.
Because every time you need the capacity in the gateway going out.
Yeah.
So the demand is getting bigger and bigger every year. So we're using terabytes already capacity in the Philippines going out.
Yeah.
So every year increase
Yeah.
because of the innovation, new technology. Imagine 4K, 8K, and virtual reality coming. I tell you, that's totally individual home need to 500
Wow.
meg or 1 gig connection minimum because that's demand because of technology change. So you need to prepare, including the gateway, not just only local.
Yeah.
That's one. Second, I acquire a few companies in personal capacities. I have one fintech coming up, but this is more, I mentioned a while ago, to helping the rural bank to be transformed. So this is more in coming up soon, and I just finished the papers.
So this is giving access to credit to the small borrowers, or
This is a
to-
platform, digital, because
okay.
they analog
to help rural banks
to digitalize.
advance.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we just give them a subscription, help them to transform.
Well, in the end, it will benefit the
Yes.
small borrower.
Yes. So because
In
the
the
easy
long run,
access, yeah,
yes.
they can do in the
Yeah,
mobile app everything.
right.
Yeah. So that's one. Second is the next technology is they call IoT. I just bought this company, Filipino developed. So this will future
IoT,
yeah,
Internet of Things.
This is more for measuring the sensoring for power, water metering. You don't need to send the people to read the meter anymore. It's just only the back end connected with the water meter and electric meters. Sensoring about the old ages, the human tracker for if they take medicine or behaviors. So sensoring about
And a Philippine developed.
yes. So this is and sensoring for the nodes users. Example, I have 5,000 nodes. What happened to my aircon in my loads is remotely. What happened to my battery? What happened to my power consumption? What happened who in and out to my door access?
So
Everything.
AI.
Yeah. So this is a all this adjacent technology can benefiting the entire industry. So I put that. The other one is too early stage. I invested to the AI chipset design. This is the computing chipset is a total computing TCU. There is a behavior of processor and network processing before hitting the processor down. he know the behavior of pattern of the attacks. So they will cybersecurity, and they will kick it. And this was invested by the Homeland Security in US. This
Really?
company,
Yeah. Wow.
And this is we have already a silicon already ready. And in fact, this is quite interesting.
Wow.
Very big company interested to this chipset design.
You are doing a lot of exciting things and really at the cutting edge, no, of technology.
That's keep me exciting.
Yeah, and it keeps you young.
Yes.
Yeah. Dennis Uy is relentless in pushing for digital connectivity for all Filipinos. Malaki ang kanyang paniniwala na ang digital access ay hindi isang pribilehyo, kundi karapatan ng bawat Pilipino. At ang teknolohiya ang tinatawag na game changer na magbubukas ng marami at magagandang oportunidad para umangat ang ating buhay. Ako po si Ces Orenia Drilon. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood sa Usapang Bilyonaryo.